time to find out who's going to take bronze here in Paris at the Hyundai Archery World Cup Stage 3. Bronze medal final, as it's known, is between Mackenzie Brown of the USA and Ana Vazquez of Mexico. So shooting on target number 1, it's the world number 33 at 26 years old, Mackenzie Brown from the USA. She'll go up against the world number 36, the 20-year-old from Mexico, Ana Vazquez. It was an undramatic second semi-final, seeing Deepika Kumari go through against Vazquez 6 points to 2. The other semi-final was far from that. Mackenzie Brown leading 5-1 on the verge of going through to the gold medal match before Elena Osipova fought back, forced a shoot off, and took the shoot off with a 10 to Mackenzie Brown's 9. Both have had some time to think about that and perhaps forget about that, because now they've got to win this match to get on the podium here in Paris. Good sighter. Well, I'm getting a repeat of what happened at the end of the semi-final for the American. Conversely, Vazquez has blotted her semi-final loss from her mind. 2 X's to start for the Mexican. Very promising.
There it is.
Well, perfect start. 2 X's and a 10 for a 30. That'll be 2 set points to Ana Vazquez. Quick final arrow from Mackenzie Brown, back in the 10s for her, but the first arrow was an 8, which spelt trouble, as it has done throughout Recurve Sunday. 8's just not the order of the day.
Yeah, just looking at Ana Vazquez's shooting, you know, I think what she's doing is spending a little bit extra time at the beginning of her 20 seconds, taking a deep breath, settling herself down, and then shooting right up to the last few seconds. We often hear her coach mention the last 5 seconds and down, and I think that might be the reason she's the anchor on the Mexican team. I think she likes that pressure of shooting last with the clock counting down. Sometimes that gives you a really positive pressure to make you make that great execution.
Yeah, you've mentioned that before, that some archers like that time pressure. It seems to me that often in sports you'll find that where a sport like archery, where there's individual and team competitions, that certain archers really fly in one or t'other. And it seems to me that this is one of the first times we've seen Vazquez in an individual podium match, but they're regularly in them for Mexico now.
Yeah, that's right. So I think that's what she's using her time for. You know, she's come 9th individually in Guatemala and Lausanne, silver at both of those in the team. This is her first outing, I think, really on that stage on her own.
Well, she leads Mackenzie Brown of the USA 2 set points to 0 at the start of the second, and Brown has dropped a 9 here. Vazquez hasn't been outside the 10 ring.
Yeah, Mackenzie, you know, she came out here with great form and she kind of lost it through that semi-final. She just hasn't been able to get that comfort blanket back. those good shots that we know she can do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Grande, fuerte. Good, strong shot. Trust it. Yep. There you go. Un buen disparo.
Second 28 for Brown, but good signs for her. Getting better
Con 10.
through that set.
Fuerte y segura. Firme. 5. Es buen tiempo. 3. 2.
She's gone into the 9 for a 28 as well. So all square in the second set, and that will be 3 set points to 1. Vazquez, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Vazquez, but Mackenzie Brown seems to be on an upward trajectory.
She does, but the group, Vazquez's group was probably the size of the X. She just needed to move it in. She lost 2 points, but just in the wrong place. So, both are shooting really, really well. We've got quite a match here.
Well, Vazquez leading it by virtue of the 8 shot by Mackenzie Brown to start the match off. And there is Mackenzie Brown's own brand of bow quando.
Bit of steerage.
The use of the bow on the front hand to steer the arrow, well, I think it can't really make too much difference with the speed that arrow. Once it's released, it's gone already.
Yeah, it's how quickly you time it with that release, I guess, but I don't think it does much. I think it's more psychological that you're trying to hit the middle, and that's important. Archers, if you knock that out of them completely, trying to hit the middle, then it doesn't have good consequences.
Well, Mackenzie Brown trailing by 2 set points. Will shoot first in the third here, this for the bronze medal.
Yep. X. Buena forma. Venga. Let's go, Mackenzie. A las 11. Toxito izquierdo, toxito arriba. Venga, muy bien tirado. Good finish. Yep. Another one. One more.
Good 10. There's a real contrast as you look here. Vazquez taking her time,
Buen tiempo.
even just to pick the bow up and start her process.
Forma. Tocada. Fuerte. 5. 3.
Mackenzie Brown is already beginning her draw.
5 a las 6.
By the time we get to her, she's almost ready to release.
Yep.
And it's worked out a treat. A 30 for Mackenzie Brown. And she has drawn level whatever Vazquez does. It's out of reach.
8. 5. 3. 2. Bien.
We're in the middle, but still in the 9 for a 27. Making some adjustments to the sight there. And we talk about momentum often in sport, and the momentum very much is with the American now.
Yeah, Mackenzie's really found her groove again, hasn't she? We saw this in the first semi-final at the beginning, and then she just lost her way a little bit with it, but she's certainly back in the groove now. She knows what shot she wants, and yeah, 30. No one can beat that.
We take a look back over the best set so far for Mackenzie Brown. Starting with an X. By contrast, there's a slight dip in form for the Mexican. 3 9s, 1 high, 1 low, and 1 in the middle. But all in the 9.
Ana Vazquez qui va tirer en première sur ce
And there is a real contrast between the styles of and the approach as well.
Yeah, there is. Mackenzie and her coach are starting to get louder, aren't they? More confident. And we normally see that in the Mexican team, but not here with Ana on her own.
Well, all square. So Vazquez will shoot first in set number 4. This is definitely going to 5 sets.
Let's go, Mackenzie.
10.
Good focus. Good finish. Yep.
Nearly down to 0 there on the countdown from the coach, and there you go. That's how quick Mackenzie Brown is with her action once she's in full flow. You talked about the pressure that puts on your opponent as well.
Yeah, it just gives them less time to deal with it. So Mackenzie's already up there straight away, and you know, if she's shooting within 6-7 seconds, it's putting the pressure back on Vazquez.
Well, the group remained very good indeed. A 30 for Vazquez, a 29 for Mackenzie Brown. Perhaps that was too quick even for her, and that means that Vazquez leads for the first time in the match. Sorry, leads again, I should say. She led 2-0 from the start. It was Mackenzie Brown that fought back to 3-3. And Vazquez back in the lead. 1 point away from victory as well, which is critical, isn't it?
Yeah, I think going into this last end, knowing that you've only got a tie is a different mentality. But Mackenzie can come back. She can win it outright and force the tie. Both archers just shooting so well.
Well, she's got to settle herself down, Mackenzie Brown. She's shown that she can fight back. Vazquez has the momentum with her, finishing with a 30 after shooting a 27 in the set before. We go into the 5th set. Brown trailing will shoot first. She needs to put down some big scores here. Well, 3 10s in a row for Vazquez in the last set. Is she still in that groove? No, she's gone high right. Well, that's gone out to the right. That's the furthest one since her very first arrow.
Yeah, just a little movement wasn't there on release. I think these are release errors.
And 9 is enough. Another quick shot, and it's in the X for Mackenzie Brown for a 27. And there you have it. Proof that Vazquez only needs to draw level on 27 points, so a 9 is enough for the bronze medal. Well, what a turnaround. A 7. I don't think anyone was expecting that. And, well, just like that, it's 5 set points apiece. Nikki, what went wrong?
I just think inexperience, perhaps 20 years old, you know, she's never really been up here on her own as an individual, and just, yeah, pressure just got to her, didn't it? So back to coach, good conversation, fist pump, get back in the game, because now we've got a shoot off.
We love a shoot off, but look, is there anything in particular wrong?
I think it was a slightly longer hold on that last one. We'll see if we get a replay of it, but
well, this could be the one. And, I mean, she's philosophical about it, smiling about it. That indicates that she knows what she did wrong.
Yeah, what can you do? You just wish you could go back and do it again. Well, she's got another opportunity. Yeah,
she has. So a shoot off here, 5 apiece in this bronze medal match. An intriguing little battle here. Momentum changing hands twice in the match. Really looking like Ana Vazquez of Mexico was going to do it with her final arrow, shooting so well as she had done in the previous set. and then dropping a 7 for a 25. And the 27 shot by Mackenzie Brown was enough to snatch the 2 points she needed to draw level in regulation sets and regulation time. So 5 set points apiece, and we go to a 1 arrow shoot off. Target faces are being cleaned. Seems to be a bit of conversation between the two of them.
I don't know if that might have been the judge agreeing who was going to shoot first, and they both nodded to who shoots first, who shoots second.
Steely determination on the face of Ana Vazquez of Mexico. She had a chance at the end of the 5th set. She didn't take it, so here's chance number 2. High score takes this. If they're both in the same ring, then it will be whoever's closest to the spider. There is a lot of room between that arrow and the centre when you look at the quality of these archers. Mackenzie Brown into the 10, comes back twice from behind to take the bronze medal here. Mackenzie Brown of the USA has taken her 2nd medal in the 3 stages. A silver in Guatemala is followed up by a bronze here in Paris. Vazquez made the error at the end of the 5th when she had it all in her hands. And a celebratory hug from Vazquez to Brown. I think actually a bit of commiseration there from Brown as well, saying, you had me. But Brown is the bronze medalist in the women's recurve. Never fails to deliver, does it? Recurve archery.
Just, you know, the set system is great because it keeps it so open. Often we'll get ties, often we get shoot-offs, and they're the most exciting part of it.
No one was expecting the 7 from Vazquez at the end of the 5th set. That's what put Brown back in the competition. 5 set points apiece. Forced the shoot off. Mackenzie Brown took it with a 10.